Enter the stage. Okay, so now where are you? Okay, I'm trying to find you guys. It says here, I don't want to leave. No, I want to stay. Okay, so let's go up here. You are live. Okay, I am live. Okay. Okay, it says I'm live, but I don't see anybody on here. No, I'm gonna leave it be. Okay. Hello? Oh, wait. There's somebody. I see somebody. I sort of do. Oh, where'd you go? Thompson. Hey, there's some guys. Hi, you guys. Oh, thank you for hanging in there with me. Show up on StreamYard. This okay. Okay, hello. Hi, Christy. Oh my God, what a day. What a day. Hi, Sophie. I was on the other one. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here. Oh, good grief. How am I doing? I now that I can't really I can't see myself. I don't know what's going on there because usually I can. hmm, I don't know. I can usually see myself, but I can't see myself on this. Maybe it's because of these things, the comments. I don't know. I got a new phone today. So that's the good news. The bad news is half of it I don't know how to use and stuff like this. It's not working. And so it's been a really long day. I mean, thankfully, Drew helped me a bunch. I don't want to mute the mic. I don't want to remove that. Hmm. I don't want to upgrade to an extra camera. No. Oh, this is so difficult. It's really hard. Anyway, I really am just coming on to apologize for you guys. I said we were going to do something. We couldn't, we literally couldn't get the phone going, as you can see. So it didn't work. So what we were planning, we couldn't do. We're still going to do it, but we couldn't do it tonight. And this is really unusual because usually I can see myself and your comments. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I can't see me. No, I don't want to leave. I'm going to stay for a little bit, not long. Anyway, thank you for asking. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing? Oh, now there's something. Present or invite. I'm not going to invite myself. It's goofy. I'll tell you, it's been a wild night. It really has. It has been one crazy, goofy night. All right, here's the comments. Let's see. Okay, there you go. We can see you, though. You can see me? Okay, good. Well, I guess that's good. I can't tell anything. I can see your comments a little bit. I just saw yours. So I found them because I looked underneath the comments. But you know what it was that made this so difficult? I bought a new phone and we thought we had everything set up, but then we went to film what we were going to do and it would not do it. No way. So at least I'm on my laptop. So I'm I mean, see, I can see my hands over here, but I can't see them on the screen. So I don't know what I'm supposed to click. There's like 80,000 things I could click. I don't know what. So anyway, that was the plan was we were going to do something fun. Hi, Mark. And it just got later and later and later. I bought the new cords. Like I told you guys, I was going to get new cords and new plugs, and I did. Didn't do anything. My phone was dead, dead, dead. If I have anything to share with you guys, it's if your phone is getting older, I highly recommend, number one, anytime, just make sure that you back up everything. Because thankfully, because I backed up everything, even then, there's tons of stuff I lost because all the messages and stuff like that. She said they all came on, but they didn't. There's only three of them on there, and I had 80,000, but that's okay with me. I didn't want 80,000 messages. And it's very hard. Once it gets to be too many, it's too hard to delete them. I think you need to allow YouTube to access your camera in the settings. Okay, YouTube to. I think I think you need to allow YouTube to allow your camera in the settings. Okay, and where are the settings? I'm signed in. Ooh, wow. Settings. Okay, let's go to settings. I don't see YouTube in there. YouTube. Oh, there I am. Oh, there's something. I don't look very happy though. That's funny. That's really funny. It's the one that you must have been in, Sophie. That's really funny. That's exactly how I feel. I'm like, oh my God. I don't that was a big half of the night we spent trying to find the settings. And I Googled it. I watched 4 videos, and 4 people said we have spent hours trying to find the setting on this phone. And I'm not on the phone now, I'm on my laptop. The phone's like, forget it. I gave up. I'm going to go tomorrow back there and say, you find the settings. And I'm sure it's nothing. It's something very simple, but boy, trying to find it, forget it. That's really funny. That picture is really funny. That's what I'm laughing at. It's the picture, probably Sophie, you saw. Sorry, Tori, I meant on your phone. Okay, try again tomorrow with Drew. He already left, so I won't be able to try with him, but he helped me set up this new sign in thing with my face. Yeah, it's kind of cool. There we go. Okay, so now, oh yeah, but that's where that was our problem. We never found the settings. We never did. It was just, hi, Sophie. Yeah, we couldn't find the settings on it. And Drew couldn't either. And he knows a lot about electronics, but it was very confusing. So I think I'm going to go back to where I bought it and ask her to show me and, make it simpler because it's really complicated. And I wasn't alone. Like I said, I Googled it and a bunch of people. Okay, no, wait. Wait. Okay, thank you, Sophie. I'll do it tomorrow. And henna catalyst. All right. I can relate, Tori. I just got a new phone. Oh, good. And it has been a complete and total nightmare. Yeah, it is. It is. Thank you. Thank you for saying that to me. It is a fucking nightmare. It's like, why do they make this so complicated? I mean, truly and honestly, it's ridiculous. It's like to go from one phone. This is the same phone. It's just an upgrade. It's like the other one was 2022. This is 2025. So it should be much better, right? But it isn't. It's like, what a mess. And trying to sort it out. I'm here, everybody. You can relax. Montcan horror. All right. We will relax now that you're here. I'm telling you, this has been a zoo. I can't use Android phones and I can't find anything on my mom's. Yeah, I know. That's what everyone who has iPhones says the same thing, that the iPhones are very simple and I think they use a lot of common sense in iPhones, but tough luck. It's a Moto. I always forget the name of it, but it's a Moto stylus. I don't know if this one has a stylus though. I don't think it does. It's a Moto something. I don't know. I don't remember what it is. I wrote it down, but I don't have it here. But here it is, so you can see it. There's the back, and there's the front. And here, let me just get it so you can really see it. All right, here. See there? That's how it looks. It's a nice phone. It is. I mean, I've had fun setting some of it up, but some of it's like this, and it's one of the things I use the most. I've had nothing but iPhones since the iPhone 4. Yeah, I know. They're just so expensive. For someone like me, they're too much. But this is ridiculous. It really is. And now, listen to this. This was the worst part of it. They said, okay, in order to download all your information, you have to have the code on the phone that's completely dead. And I have spent 2 days trying to jumpstart it, and it just won't. I bought new cords, I bought new plugs. It's like, no, that phone is gone. So now I needed this code, and we've spent a lot of time on it trying to figure out what the hell to do. But anyway, we finally bought a new phone. I bought a new phone. Drew was with me and helped me with it, and um, she helped transfer everything because I'm really old school, and I really keep track of, like, if they say write this down, this is your code or whatever, I write it down. I do, because I know I can't remember it all. And I had something from 4 years ago, and she goes, bingo, we got it. It was like, at first she was like, no, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be able to get your information. And I was like, oh my God, it's all my contacts and everything, you guys. And it was just like, I was really bummed. And then I said, well, I brought my little book that has that in it. And she said, wait a minute, here it is. And she said, I got it. But I probably should at some point switch over to an iPhone. I pay mine off. That's good. How much are they? How much are they now around? I don't even know what they are. I haven't even looked at them. But now after this, I may just do it. I mean, here it's really weird. They're all like, they're free. Just come on in and trade in your phone, and we'll give you a free iPhone. And it's like, really? You're going to give me a free iPhone? I never trust that. Hi, JB808. It's been a bit of a nightmare. I got a new phone, though, but I'm trying to figure it out. And it's Aloha. New ones are expensive, but secondhand cheaper. Oh, that's good. Secondhand, and they work. Secondhand work. See, that's my fear with secondhand. It's good to see you guys at least. I can't see me listening to you with my eyes closed. Aw, that's sweet. Because it's in the afternoon for you, right? Or is it evening now? I guess it's evening. Oh, I'm telling you, I can't wait to go to bed. I am dead. We worked on this thing for hours, Googling different things, and everyone said the same thing as far as this YouTube thing, and the settings. We couldn't find the settings. It's 9:46. All right, that's not bad. It's 12:47 here, and it's hot. I have on my air conditioner. If you can't hear it, I can't tell if you can. But wait, hang on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Okay. Pyrex. Okay. If you get an older model, they're very reasonable. Just switched my 85-year-old dad to an Apple products. He likes it a lot. It took about 2 weeks to get him up to speed. Yeah, it's going to take me 2 weeks with this thing, so I probably should see if I can switch to Apple because this is not working. It really isn't. I'm kind of bummed. An older model was released about a year ago. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Well, hopefully soon I'll have it together. Glenn, hi. I drove on LRH Way today and my car was stopped because they were literally filming. Wait. They were literally filming. Shoot. Filming a movie at those little tables on the side of the building. What is that place? A cafe? It is a cafe, and I doubt if they're really filming. They use that as an excuse to stop people from being around there, and they lie all the time. They do, and that was how I met Bunker. That's how I originally met Bunker. They sent me out and said, "Please just ask him to go away. See what you can do." And so I did. I was with some guy from England. Hi, Hannah. Catalyst. I have my Samsung phones. Yeah. They were selling those too, but these were a better price. And she said these have actually a better camera. Mine have 3 cameras on them. Anyway, see how the back is? Can you? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's so cute that Drew set up that thing with my face. I never have done that. And so now I hold it up and it just everything turns on. Yeah, Samsungs are good. They are. But I don't know. I'm kind of an Android person. I am. Ever since I heard Steve Jobs say everything has to go through Apple, everything, and that's how he designed it. So there was no plugins for anything else. It was Apple or nothing. And I thought, nah, I'm not one of those people. It's too culty for me. But I know you all have iPhones, so I know you're not in the cult. I know. But for me, it was too weird way back when. I still bought one. I bought an Apple II GS because they said you can get a Macintosh or an Apple II GS. And I said, well, I'm going to teach my son at home. And they said, oh, get the Apple II GS. We're coming out with all kinds of fabulous software to teach kids. I said, okay. I bought it. It was like, I think $2,000 or something, or $1,500. And they never came out with any software. And I read Steve Jobs' book, and in it, he says, oh, yeah, the Apple II GS, we decided to just get rid of that. I thought, you son of a bitch. If he was alive, I would go up there and say, you know what? I want a computer. I gave you the money. I don't care if you didn't come up with software. That wasn't right. It really wasn't. But he's not. He's dead. But I'll tell you, that's one of my favorite books, the Steve Jobs book. It's a big, white, thick book. And you can get it either at the library for free or a used bookstore for nothing. It's like, I think it's like $30, $40 if you buy it brand new, but you don't need it. And it's really a good story. I mean, it is. And I wasn't obviously an Apple fan, and I wasn't even a Steve Jobs fan. But boy, I was really impressed with how that book went. And his wife said, there's only 2 sides to Steve Jobs, and I want them both in that book. And he said, I'm writing this book because everybody knows about the bad side of me. Everyone does. But I want my kids to know how it fit in, why I did what I did. And that part of it I thought was really cool because he really does tell the shitty stuff that he did. and you're just like, oh my God. I mean, I bought it, and I'm not a speedy reader, so I bought it and put it on my bed. And I thought, okay, I'll read a few pages each night. That's kind of often what I do. And I couldn't stop reading it. I read it every night, just pages and pages. It was just fascinating. It was just amazing how his mind works. It really was. Now, am I missing any comments? Because the last person I see is Henna Catalyst. Sophie, ooh, ooh, can you tell me if there's any more? Did I miss anything, or did you guys plug out, or what happened? Okay, here's Magic Cow Mermaid. I would write your story, but that would take many, many interviews. Amen, sister. You're not missing anything. Okay, thank you. All right. Well, anyway, I don't have a whole lot to tell you guys. If you wanna, if we should end, just Sophie, just tell me, and I'll end off because, frankly, I'm really tired. I am. This has been a long, long day, and I know I'm not really bringing much to the table. Hi, Thompson. All right. Well, we'll stay for a little bit. I went by the complex tonight too with Drew. We went by there. We went by to see what's her face, the lady at the testing center, and they had the doors all locked up. Unreal. And then we went by the complex. Jazz Raz. Okay. Wait, hang on. Darn it. Oh, there's a funny conversation on the Conan O'Brien show with comedian Bill Burr called "The Bill Burr Doesn't Believe the Steve Jobs Hype" on YouTube. What's the Steve Jobs hype? I don't know what that is. We love whatever you want to talk about. Oh, thank you. Um, I don't really know what the Steve Jobs hype is, so I'll have to look it up on YouTube myself. And because of this new phone, I don't even know if I can do that. Although I did use the microphone, and that's how I figured out how to do one thing that we weren't able to figure out at all. And we kept typing stuff in, and stuff kept coming up. And finally, I used the microphone and just explained it. Said, "Look, this is the problem, because the phone that we need the code for is in a locked phone. It's dead. It's gone. We have no access to it." So anyway, they helped me. They figured out delete the phone. It was good. Duh. It was like, again, we had to go to the settings, which was part of the problem, finding where the hell the settings are, which I'm still working on. But anyway, there's that. And I'm reading about cults, and they're so fascinating. I mean, it really is. It's one of those things where, especially for me, because of Donald Trump and L. Ron Hubbard, they're such mirror images of each other in many different ways. And both of them were big. Hubbard was big on thought stopping, and I think Donald Trump is also in his own way. And I think they're both narcissists, goes without saying. Both of them were pretty bad with women. Um, and they were liars. They both are liars. So I'm just amazed that this has gone on as long as it has. It's almost September, and our country is going down the toilet faster than a speeding bullet. Hi, Connie B. And a lot of ex-Scientologists are pro-Trump. It's amazing. I'm just like, how could this be? You were in a cult. I'm reading Steve Jobs' book, The Cult of Trump. So many cults around today, and ooh, wait, I lost that. and cult like thinking around so many things. Exactly. He's such a loser. I know he really is. And it's just shocking to me that I was telling Drew this tonight. I said I never ever, when we moved from LA to Florida, and I was stunned at how many rednecks there were in Florida. I mean, really nasty, racist, creepy people. And I started saying to my husband, "We got to go home. We got to get back to LA. I don't want Justin being raised around these kind of people that are talking like this." It was just awful. And we finally did. But at the time, it seemed like there were maybe 50, 100 racist people, like nothing. And it's half the country. I'm amazed why people believe everything Trump says. I know, me too. It's like, especially these ex Scientologists, it's like, hey, knock, knock, you were in a cult. Buy the book by Steve Jobs, Cult Expert, the cult of Trump, and at least read it, at least learn about it. Will they? No. It's just like when we were in Scientology. We can't read Going Clear, or we can't read A Piece of Blue Sky. That's not allowed. We can't read Barefaced Messiah. We can't read Messiah or Mad Men by Ben Corridan. I have nothing positive to say about him. Me neither. I really don't. And I try to stay away from it, but I don't know. Tonight it just came out. Sorry for people that are for him, but that's the way it is. I'm not really sorry because I'm really worried about our country. I really think it's going down in spades. And it's like, we have to do something about it. We really do. We have to turn this around. These people need to snap out of it. Okay, no, wait. I'm amazed why people believe everything Trump says. Yeah, me too. I know. I don't have anything positive to say about him at all. You're lucky to be in New Zealand, Sophie. I think the internet, social media is a minefield for cults, considering human psychology and how easily we are manipulated and influenced, like the Ash conformity test, groupthink, conformity. Yeah, if you guys didn't watch that, she posted about that, and those are really good experiments they did. Um, the Ash conformity is really great, and the Milgram experiment is also amazing, and the Stanford experiment. They're all incredible, and they're online. You can go to YouTube and type in the Stanford experiment, the Google, the Milgram experiment. I think, yeah, you're right, Sophie. The tariffs, I know, the tariffs are just insane. Ooh, I'll send you. I lost it. Tariffs are ridiculous. You're right. I'll send this video, Tori. It explains my above comment, and it mentions. I don't care if it mentions him. He's such a moron. Burr said Jobs wasn't really a genius, just a guy telling people, "I want." Just a guy telling people, "I want all my music in that phone," while the shoot. Okay. Oh, the engineers did the real work. He laughed at how everyone treated Jobs like Gandhi. Mm. They were pretty big on him. One of the great things is to watch his memorial, which is on YouTube. It's kind of cool to see. Hi, Tori. Lovely to see you. Thank you. Same here. It's Martha. You live in Florida. My sympathies because of the humidity, number one. Yeah, we got rednecks. I know. I was a delegate to the Democratic National Convention, and I read yesterday that Democrats are bleeding registration numbers. What does that mean, you're bleeding registration numbers? I mean, they're getting more or they're getting less? Let me know. More people are registering Republican. Are you serious? Oh, no. Oh, God, don't tell me. Sadly, this isn't sad. This is like tragic. Okay, no, wait, I gotta go up and down. Most people are registered Republican in Florida, yeah. A lot of, shoot, a lot of Hispanic. Oh, wait, I keep going by it and then I can't get back to it. Wait, a lot of Hispanic folk voted for him, and some of them have registered their vote due to his deportation tactics. American citizens being harassed and threatened with deportation. And so they're going to vote for him again? Come on. Come on. Link to my video about cult thinking, if anyone. Thank you, Sophie. Thank you very much. Good to see you. Yeah, I agree. Gavin Newsom for president, in my opinion. That might be a good one. Talk about rednecks. I live in Texas. Oh, God. Yeah, you couldn't drag me there. And Martha said, Connie B., yep, I had Hispanic friends over last Saturday, and the daughter told me the same. She didn't vote. S my E now? S my E now. I don't know what that means, but I get it. Link to the video I mentioned about L. Ron's Alice in Wonderland technique is the same as how the internet is used to control. Yeah, send me that, Sophie. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know. I couldn't have been happier to leave Florida. It was awful. And because my husband worked in a office, he didn't see it. And because I was ordered out by Scientology to handle these, there were hundreds and hundreds of people honk out Scientology, stamp out Scientology. And Richard Tenney, who was the guy running for city commissioner, he was a city commissioner running for mayor, and he was like, don't vote for Scientology, they're liars. And the guy, Milt Wolf, had called me in his office, and I had a brand new baby. I was, just new. And he said, we need you to handle this. And I said, me? This is like hundreds, if not thousands of people against Scientology. Why do I have to handle it? What about the Sea Org? And he said, we can't, because we did come here on a lie. And he said, this is top secret. You can't tell anybody. But L. Ron Hubbard was going to come off the ship, and he was going to park in Georgia. And as he was coming in, he found out that, this is what he told me anyway, that the FBI were there, and they were going to plant drugs on the ship and arrest him. Tori, I don't know about being lucky to be in New Zealand. Our country is in a bad way also, but I also get into it, except that our left-wing government destroyed it, not the right one. Wow, interesting. I recommended a bar in Burbank that has lots of board games. Oh, cool. This was 5 or 6 months ago. I didn't get it. Can you send it to me? The best way to send it, wait, hang on, is this. It's not email because I have a really hard time with email. But if you can text it to me, can you see that number? Anyway, it's underneath Tori Magoo 44. If you can't see it, I can't tell if you can see it or not. But if you can text it to me or email it, I'll try to find it. But they spam my email all the time, and so it's almost impossible to get stuff. My friends all, I told them, I said, just send me a text saying check your email. Okay. Now wait a second. Oh, good morning, lovely Tori. Hi. Oh, from Ireland. Hi, Irish Mart. How are you? Um, okay, this looks good. Oh, Martha, sorry. Yes, Tori, I read that Democrats are losing voters to Republicans across all the country. It's a mind boggling and scary, but ignorance breeds innocence. Ignorance and hatred breeds hate. Ugh, awful. That's the worst thing I can hear. Oh, listen, Irish Mart, enjoy Ireland. You are a lucky man. Sophie, our ex prime minister is refusing to return to the face of the royal inquiry into her government COVID response. She's hiding in the USA, acting like she's a saint. Really? Where is she hiding? I'll go sniff her out. I do not really understand anyone's need on all the infighting it causes. Okay, sweet Millicent. I do not really understand anyone's need for religion or all the infighting it causes. Well, first of all, Scientology isn't a religion. It isn't. It's a fraudulent business. It's a fraudulent business. It's a mind control fraudulent business pretending to be a religion. That's what it is. It isn't a religion. In my book, it is not. It doesn't, and they do horrible things. So that's why people speak out about it. It's because of their abuses. I don't care what they believe. If they want to believe in Xenu, that's their right. I don't care. But it is a ripoff, and you and I know it. If it wasn't, they'd talk about it. They'd be able to say what they believe in, but they can't. Irish Mart, top of the morning to you. Oh, nice. Board games are so much fun. I know, Connie, I've been trying to find a place where they do board games where I can join them here in Burbank. That's why it's important for me to, whoever said that, to send it back. Yes, sweet Millicent. The Christians lost Dobson recently. So that means we are going to have 4 more years with this guy unless he moves on. But even then, apparently the guy that will take it over as vice president is as bad or worse. So it's tricky. It's going to be a tricky 4 years, and I don't know if we'll make it through. I don't. I really don't. I've never thought that in my life, because America has been through a lot of shit over the years, and they've pulled through. They've fought through, and they've pulled through. But with this division of the country and these people buying into his crap or just laying down because they're frightened, you can't just be frightened. You have to learn to stand up to fear and look on the other side because there's something good on the other side of every fear. And it's important, it's really important that you don't buy into the fear, but instead buy into courage. It's like fear, courage. They're very different. But one, you feel really good when you do it. Fear, almost always when you buy into it, you feel crummy. Connie B, he is already talking about how he can suspend elections. Yeah, I know. That's the other thing. It could be the end of our country as we know it. And, oy, oy, oy. I, it's really kind of tragic to think that we've gotten. I mean, I remember my son was burned out of Altadena in January, and he came here that night, and we both thought he'll go back the next day. So did everybody in both of the fires, Pacific Palisades and Altadena. But like he said, who thought an entire cement city could burn down? But it did. And that night, as awful as it was, and we were watching the news and the fires and people losing homes, and it was just a lot of tragedy all at once. And I said, I want you to remember this night, and tomorrow find something to be grateful for, because this day, as hard as it is going to be nothing compared to 6 months down the line, what all we're going to be facing because of Donald Trump. And sure enough, I mean, we both all the time go, remember this day, because, you've got to. I can't believe that. Suspended elections. What a fucking idiot. Gavin is this is love it. Gavin is a psychopath? No way. If you see what's being exposed about him, read the fires, you'd fall over. He's tabled California. Okay. Jazz, please get a pen and paper. Ooh. Shoot. Write this down. Okay, I'm going to get a pen and paper. Pen and paper. All right. Okay. GUILD HAL in Burbank, and it's 3516 West Victory. Cool. 91505. 91505. Excellent. Thank you very much for that. Thank you, Jazz. Jazz Raz. I appreciate that. And what happens there? Bonafide. It's a friendly bar that does. Okay, cool. I will go. We were in a restaurant the other night, and I mean, it was late at night, and there were 4 or 5 people with all these tables pushed together, and they were playing this game. I'm not sure what it was. I'd never seen it before, but it had tiles, and they were all, they all had their tiles. It was really cool. I said, that looks really fun. They said, it is. Martha. Amen. Gratitude is the attitude. That's right. I know it really is. We have to be grateful. We have to. You have to find things you are grateful for. That's what my mom taught me when I was a little kid. She taught me that. Hi, everyone. Who is this? Oh, Verity. Hi. Thank you for coming by. We're having an interesting night. In the words of the late, great George Carlin, it's a big fucking club and you're not in it. Both sides are 2 wings of one corrupt bird. Jazz Raz, I knew a pen and paper would resonate with you. It did. Thank you very much for telling me that, because now I have it. It's all written down. And thank you. Yeah, I'm much better with that. I love American people and their spirit. There is division everywhere in the world at the moment, but we all have more in common. And ooh, I lost you. This is from Sophie. Darn it. We all have more in common and are not as divided as the media makes out. Yeah, true. Did you hear this now? This guy on TikTok announced they're going to cancel TikTok as of September. I don't know if that's true. But Trump has also put in the reason why is they're not going to let us see the rest of the world because they don't want us to, they think it's having a bad influence on us. I thought, good Lord, this guy is crazier by the second. Hi, no one. I totally agree, love it. My cat woke me up. That's always a good reason to come on. And here is little Mary Lou Retman getting arrested for DUI. What is the world coming to? Tori, you should write down that it was on Victoria. Wait. I did. I wrote it down. I said it's a cool bar and board games. Seeing your local VFW or American Legion has board games. They also do, and you don't have to join to play. Okay, well, that's good to know. Good to know. Thank you. Thank you, Martha. Okay, so it's the American Legion. The VFW. Okay, I didn't know back in my day women couldn't go there. Either one of those. Sophie, well, we are all fight over left and right. It's wings at the same bird. Yeah, it's the globalists who are taking over everywhere, while we fight over left, right, or immigration or cultural wars. That's true. Very true. And a very true no one. I have on my air conditioning and it's 1:30 in the morning. Sadly, it's the same here as there. All right, kids. Well, as much as I could talk to you all night, I have to go to bed. I do. So I love you. Thank you for sticking with me despite all my technical disasters tonight. Hi, Kelly. I'm just ending my day. I saw you were live and wanted to pop in and say hi. Thank you. I hope you're well. I'm pretty good. I have a new phone, so that's good because my other one was dead, 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 dead. But now I've got to get it to work. Good night, all. I wish I knew how to do all those purple hearts, but I don't. So I love you. Thank you. And all of you have a wonderful weekend if I don't talk to you because I'm not going to do one tomorrow night. I don't know when I'm going to do one. Whenever I get this thing going. Hopefully it'll be soon, but probably Sunday. That's what I'm thinking. Unless I get it going tomorrow night. Here you go. Peace out. Thank you for being here.